everyone, it's a new episode of JSP Coffee Podcast. Today we have a special guest joining us, Larysa Hale, the Managing Director at Expert Circle UK. Expert Circle is a remarkable all-in-one content marketing platform. Larissa is a true powerhouse in the world of SaaS business strategy and innovation, harnessing her expertise to propel commercial growth and consistently achieve seven-figure business milestones. Today's conversation will be fully dedicated to AI technologies that have seamlessly integrated into our lives, fundamentally altering the way business manage their operations and, of course, approaching marketing. Hello, Larissa. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. A little busy day, but I found time for you. So looking forward to our chat.
So I know that you are currently the director in the company that specializes in providing marketing services. And I think that you probably have a couple of clients that trying to integrate AI technologies into their marketing strategy. And most of them starting integrating themselves, like trying ChatGPT for content creation. And probably I don't think that that's bringing them some like real desired outcomes. So can you please tell me what are the common concerns and uncertainties that your clients often express regarding the use of AI technologies in the marketing?
I think there are several concerns that the different businesses currently have, starting from how good the quality of the output that ChatGPT or other AI content generators produce. Then ethical issues are also something which concerns quite a lot of people in business at the moment, is how the copyright works, like if the content was generated by AI, how to allocate copyright, who is a true author, do they have to make a note if that they use the AI for their content. So there are a lot of questions about the use and also the quality. So these are two things which usually I have to answer when we're discussing how to use AI in our marketing preparations. And the way how I address it is that AI is not a worker. It's not, you have to have outcome in your head before you come to that chatbot or any tool. You have to ask them, you have to engage with them how you would engage with your writer, how you would engage with your copywriter or editor. You have to know what you want to produce. And then you can navigate it and get the content. So this is how it's a collaboration with AI rather than just like giving them a prompt and getting the ready answer. The other concern is that when the quality is not good because they received it in 5 minutes, I always say it is investment of time. When you have your employee, you always spend time with them, explaining them the task, writing them an email, or putting it into the task board, answering questions, asking them questions to give them the depth of what you need and what they have to do. AI should be treated in a similar way. If you give it a short prompt, generate me something, it will generate you something. But if you give them a lot of detail, it will generate you something which you will need to still work with. The first output is never the last one. So you have to invest time, effort, and understand your output when working with AI technologies in marketing to make it effective and to meet the copyright right, and other concerns.
Yeah, probably a lot of people are right now like thinking that AI can like make the magic for them, but not trying to spend a lot of time acknowledging how AI exactly works, and that probably you need also have some input on their text that AI created. You need to like maybe paraphrase something or get some additional information to dig into the history and other stuff.
Just to give you I think better picture of how best to work with AI. in taking your example. What as a marketers, we have to understand our audience. Like when you come to anybody, to any tool, if you hire yourself a copywriter or a designer, or you hire yourself any professional for operations, whichever product, you have to tell them, what is my product? Who is the user of my, who is the buyer? What are the benefits? How they want to buy it? Like, what is the price range? If you want to change price, you have to give them a lot of descriptions. Yeah, you have to then decide which tone of voice you use. Like, is it a business and professional? Is it more leisurely and like friendly? So these are all parameters which we think about when we're preparing any campaign.
Yeah.
So therefore, if we have to give this brief to anyone we work with, to expect that we have to give a lot less to AI tool is a first mistake which anyone who is not prepared to work with AI is making. You have to think about all these aspects to then give them like, okay, and now we want to generate an email, or now we want to have the LinkedIn post or a Twitter post or X, whatever they call it now, or whatever, like write a book or lead magnet. So you have to know your audience. Like if your employee can't guess the audience, why do you expect AI to read your mind?
Yeah.
So we have to come prepared to this tool to use it effectively for it to enhance our outputs. It's not to replace our work. It's to enhance it. It's to speed it up. It's to make it better. But it's not to do it instead of us. They would, like any AI tool, will not do better jobs than you do if you're good in your job.
Yeah, I guess it's probably the truth. Like you need to know your audience. You need to know who the buyer person is, probably. Okay, so probably I'm interested about implementation. Exactly, like for example, the company comes to you and most of them, like they have some challenges. People need some additional help with marketing, and they think about new strategies and new trends in the marketing. So probably how you like what do you think are the best strategies and approaches to adopt AI technologies into the marketing strategy?
Like any change management, the only thing we have to understand that AI is ever evolving and ever developing, so it is not set it and forget it tool. So like I'll give you two comparisons. Like when we want to implement a CRM in the company, yes, like in the sales and marketing department needs a new CRM or needs a CRM whatsoever. Yeah, so you read the manual, you understand who are your leads, who are your clients, what is your product, and like which communication you use, you connect it all, and then onboard your employees and they use it. And basically their product updates, how they like, maybe they will enhance some UI UX, but usually you set it, people know how to use it, and they never have to learn again unless somebody new joins the team. You explain them how to use it and what are the specifics of your business. Yeah, so this is when we talk about CRM. When we are onboarding AI tools, they are self-learning. They also evolve. The need of how you use them changes, because like when you start using them for example, to help you write an email, then you start using them to help you write a social media post. Then you get a new tool to get your captions and video editing. Then now the trends are like video avatars, then voiceovers, having all shapes of content. So you if for one platform you have to do it real, it has to be portrait. For LinkedIn and Facebook, it has to be landscape, all those things. And these things change. The demand of the public changes. The way how AI, what it performs, changes. So you have to continuously learn how to use it. So it's not that you read the book, the manual, and then you're like, okay, I know my three prompts and it will set me forever. And I will forever be the best in what I do. It is a continuous engagement with the tool. The second challenge which I meet with every business where I now introduce AI tools or AI marketing strategy, AI enhanced marketing strategies, is there people who are getting on board so quickly and they become like power users. They catch it and make it into new level of so much better than I could actually imagine. And there is a second group of people who can't get on with it. And we as managers and business owners and team managers have to understand that now people's capabilities, it's not age related, it's not gender related, it's not nationality related. It is that people are inclined to get on with it faster, or they don't understand it and it takes them much longer. So this is where the challenge is how you onboard your teams, how to explain to your team the value of a new tool. How will you explain to a copywriter who believes that they are amazing copywriter, who spent 15 years mastering the copywriting skill, that there is a tool which can do his job for him? There is going to be a pushback. So you have to understand how to introduce it, what you want, what do you expect from your team, and what do you expect from the tool, which are the outcomes, tell them the benefits of that, and gives them time to adopt.
What do you think about like customer experience for especially for B2C, like where you have a lot of customers, you need to personalize probably the whole strategy for them.
I'll give you an example. 5 years ago, I was launching a product. It was business analytics product. It was meant for recruitment industry. It's not B2C, but I will get back to B2C to make sure to answer your question. It was B2B product specifically directed at recruitment industry. You can't find this information online easily, of like what is the pain that this person who is a buyer has to meet that my product will solve their pain. So we did the market research, of course, but when putting it on the market, you have to understand how they're going to use it, which day in the morning or in the evening, or how it's going to help them make money. All these things you still have to reassure, reaffirm, learn. And it took me 3 months to go through consultations with our clients and with the potential clients to learn more about their problems, more about their day, and like to create a perfect customer profile. It took me 6 hours with ChatGPT to get customer profile.
Much faster.
So I know I know the industry, I know the recruiters. Of course, it was a learning curve, but like when you start with a new product, new features, new something, it took me a lot less time. The second aspect, which is quite phenomenal, it is like when launching products, it doesn't matter if it's B2C or B2B. It's quite overwhelming because like there's so many steps. You have to take care of the brand awareness, product awareness. You have to understand your audience very well. You have to segment your audience, and like based on the product and use, is it women, is it men, is it children, by country, by the time of day, which pain the customer has, which benefits your product offer, how to link these things. So when you approach it as a team, you have like 3,000 different brainstorms just to connect these dots together. It's still a lot of time and effort which you have to put thinking through these aspects. So where AI comes, it helps you to navigate this faster and more effectively. And it helps you spot the things which you would miss otherwise. Because you get, like, we are, as humans, we have a lot of emotions. We either relate to this product or we don't relate. It's either easier for us to market it, but then it's harder for us to relate to the audience. So we have a lot of feelings. That's why it's better to work with as a team when we're preparing something for B2C or B2B as a product or service. Yeah. AI doesn't have these problems. It doesn't worry about the price. It doesn't it just will tell you, like, based on my numbers, this is the range price rates which you should choose. This one is better. And you like, makes sense.
No emotions.
Mm. Yeah, like and like when I think like, oh, I have to write like 3 follow-ups and suggest, no, you have to write 10 follow-ups. My brain would not even produce 3 follow-ups effectively in one day. It helps you think things through. It helps you deal with the product fatigue or marketing fatigue when you have to go through all these steps, which are a lot when we're talking about customer journey, when we are talking about customer satisfaction, where we're talking about perception of the product, understanding like data, collecting data points, all of these things. Yeah, like one product is like a whole team job. I know that I give you a lot of details,
Yeah.
but this is where AI comes and helps you with every step to take it and to make it into several smaller steps, and suddenly it becomes less difficult to imagine how you're going to go through it, and you don't miss steps. So this is why AI is like, it's my super friend, my best friend. He doesn't drink wine, otherwise we would be inseparable.
Yeah, and for example, as you said, like you had the task and you were spending a lot of time when you're doing it yourself, and if you use AI, it takes less time. And especially, for example, email marketing. If you're creating a big campaign, you have like 10 emails, and probably to be creative and all 10 emails, it's taking you a lot of time. You might be even burn out on a fifth email creation, and probably yeah, or third.
And I know, like this is where my creative juices like really stop, and I need to take a break and I need to do further research.
It's a lot of work for marketers, and probably especially if you work in a small team, and like you have only like 3-4 people working, and you split all the work between all those people. Probably here AI works better even for us.
You need to know your ins and outs. Like as I said, AI doesn't replace the marketer's job. You have to know your AIDA, attention, interest, decision, action. You have to make sure that you understand at which point it is a sales lead and how to convert it. You have to understand your data points. You have to have all this knowledge so AI can support you and enhance it. You have to tell it what to do for it to give you the best possible outcome. You have to know what your audience likes, which tone of voice, which words to use, not to use, like which email format it likes. So you have to have a lot of knowledge on your own, because AI will not be making a decision like, oh, shall we send them as a newsletter or shall we send them to them as a plain email? No, you have to know it about your customer yourself. But it can help you to draft a perfect email without typos, which I'm notorious for. I love my ChatGPT because he spots all my typos.
Yeah, so AI works good, but you need to control it.
Like if you treat AI as a threat, it will be your threat. It will be your enemy. If you treat it as a friend, it can become your best friend. That like, and I think like the more I think about it, it's so true. Like if you train it well, if you work it, it will enhance, speed you up, give you ideas, help you with creative, help you with video. It has so many opportunities. I literally created 47 photos of myself, including business ones and including how I would look like if I was in a Hunger Games or in Lord of the Rings.
Or a Barbie. Also.
Like yeah, so and AI actually took initiative and created for me a present as a how I would look as a man.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm glad that I'm a woman.
What do you think about like SEO for content creation?
SEO.
SEO. If it will going to be changed right now, because even right now Google adopts AI technologies to the search. So probably the strategy that we had previously in the marketing, that they might not work right now. Or you think they will stay the same? Like we will have the same strategy for keywords, for long tail keywords, and probably the text will be preparing the same same structure as it is right now.
So let's go back in time. When Google started actually demanding the site creators to follow some SEO strategies, it was for two reasons. One, is to enhance the content in a way that people can easily find it. One. Second is for relevance if people are looking for it. AI can help you very easily to optimize the first one. It would put your keyword in 5 spots in your blog. It will help you title it correctly and subtitle it correctly. And so this is like it works magic. However, we always have to ask ourselves, is it what our reader wants? Because like we're doing this SEO, not for Google, we're doing this SEO for people. Because like whatever technology, whichever algorithms Google is implementing, and now it's not against us generating content using AI. It is against us doing it for Google, not for people. So this is where we as a content creators, as marketers, as like service providers, have to think like, do people look for what we are producing for them? How do they look for that? So like this is keywords are important, but we still have to answer the question: are they looking for my content? Are they looking for my product? Am I solving people's problem? And you still have to do all your research to understand how people want to find you. Then to think how to implement it, and then you can use AI to get you sorted faster and with a higher quality. Because Google will penalize the mindless use of AI tools for the sake of content, content for the sake of content.
Probably if you will create the whole content by ChatGPT, not providing some additional input of research or some like your own thoughts inside, I don't think that Google will rank your content the same as.
I will give you an example. Yeah, like because I work with my clients, and one of the services which I provide is I train their team, in-house marketing team, to do their marketing. So there was like this wonderful person. She works for my client, and she's super talented and like really eager to deliver best quality content. So she wrote an article, and then went and asked like SEO optimize my article like to JetGPT, and he did it. And like she was like, oh, actually, Yoast SEO plugin on the WordPress marked the whole article as green. She was so proud of herself. Everything looked fine. And you see, like she actually wrote it herself. So it's kind of human generated and AI enhanced. And she completely forgot that SEO, it's also how people find like what people are looking for. She was so excited to write the article by herself that she completely forgot to think about like what problem the clients have with the product. Mm-hmm. And there were zero keywords which we want to rank for. So we then asked ChatGPT, can you incorporate? He changed the article completely. So then she had to rewrite it herself for ChatGPT to enhance it and make it better. And we posted both articles. Like we posted the one which she generated, which she wrote first. Then we changed a little bit, and later we posted the one which was enhanced, and then the third one. And I made her look how this article performs in Google Analytics. Mm-hmm. And only when you think about these two factors, SEO, you want to be found by people who you want to find you. It ranks. So this is where SEO didn't become easy with the AI. No, we have more tools. It become faster, and we can rewrite, reorganize, redo. We can do some research with ChatGPT faster. However, you still have to master the skill of like making it right for you and right for your audience.
Content creators, ad creators, PPC specialists, analysts, they will still be on demand. Probably the only stuff that will change, their work will be a bit faster they can do much better work, and probably it will be a bit easier for them.
Yes, like they got themselves an assistant. Like I follow a lot of content creators, content marketers, and like it really angers me when they say, "Oh, like you can generate 100 posts in 5 minutes." I'm like, you're a liar. It never takes 5 minutes. It never took 5 minutes. It never will take 5 minutes. 5 minutes if you snap a selfie and say, "I'm in Rome," that takes 5 minutes.
Yeah, but you will
Like,
also like
but like to if you need to add keywords to it, if you need to add the descriptions to it, to target your key audience to it, you have to know who is your audience. You can't spray and pray in marketing. It doesn't work. So you have to continuously like follow like who target your audience, make sure that the content is engaging. ChatGPT can help you with ideas how to make it engaging, but it will not make it engaging for you. It's never 5 minutes. If you want a good quality stuff, if you want things to perform, you really need to think about it. You always have to think about your audience.
The most engaging stuff probably always created by humans. It might be
Yes.
retushed and like enhanced by AI technologies, or even VR technologies are also integrated right now into video technologies, and it might change a bit the vision, the picture, and other stuff, but probably the idea is generated by humans mostly.
Yeah, like think about it. Humans have sense of humor. Humans able to feel pain. Humans are compassion. Humans relate. Yeah. ChatGPT doesn't have any of these feelings. AI cannot feel these things. It's aware of them. It learned from the books, from commands, from learning experiences, so it can replicate it. But if you will tell them, like, I want this post to be sad, and I want the people to feel compassion, and it will try to generate you content which can generate you this feeling, but on its own, it will not do this. Like, you can make a spontaneous joke. With ChatGPT, like, it might make you a joke. like will it be funny? So yes, like it was a longer way to say yes. The best and most creative content is going to be done from by humans for humans. And if they use AI, they will just make it faster, better, higher quality, and maybe more engaging if they add captions and if they add more color. So this is why AI is superb.
What do you think are upcoming trends and advancements that marketers should keep eye on right now? Like, so not to be in the end of the market, probably.
I think what I'm observing, we are moving towards video on top of video, and like no cherry on a cake, video. If you can see, like in LinkedIn, for example, it's usually like business oriented. Now they started moving to video too. So what are we gonna have? We're gonna have back to 2015 when we had 3,000 different formats of different things. Because like that was my pain then. I thought that we sorted it, and no, we didn't. We still have like vertical landscape, and now we're gonna have this game again. This is number one things that we will have to learn to express ourselves using video more than we were prepared to even a year ago. Secondly, attention span and like how people like to consume, it's much shorter. We still publish posts, and I still think that text-based content is very valuable because people like at work, like it's more accessible and it's easy and faster to produce. So we should not disregard it. Like, like concentrating on trends, we should not say goodbye to things that work. However, we need to learn to be concise, like how like to attract people's attention, captivated for that period of time, and to manage to share our message within a very short period of time. Like, we literally have to learn from TikTokers.
Yeah, probably I'm catching myself right now more and more just if I have a big text for read, I will try to search as much as possible for something that it's video or at least like voice recorded for me to do some parallel work and not to spend time just reading the text.
What we have to understand, but for marketing people, like of every generation, and generation here is very important, because like when you're in your 20s, come to work, and like you've become a professional, you forget that there are people in their 40s and in their 60s, but they are still your buyers. So we have to be really mindful about our generation span and how we use technology in different age. So if your audience are people in their 60s, they most likely like to read. They will occasionally watch a video with interest, but they enjoy reading. This is how they used to consume their information. They will watch news, but if they want to learn the skills, they will read. People in their 30s and 40s will watch YouTube. People in their 20s will want a TikTok, like 10 TikToks in a row, which is exactly the same time how long the YouTube video would be. But because it's a pew, 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 it's going to be more suitable for them.
That's true.
So yeah, so we literally have to have too many hats, as like, oh, if I'm a mother, if I was a recruiter, if I was a 60-year-old man, or if I was a busy 55-year-old woman, how do I consume my content? How can you reach me then?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so AI can help you with that. This is where AI is a good friend, because it actually has information on how, oh, you maybe want to consider this or that.
Thank you, Larissa, for such an interesting conversation.
It was my pleasure.
It was JSP Coffee Podcast. If you want not to miss our future videos, please subscribe and also like this video and also share with your friends. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice